All right, what's going on, guys? It's your favorite mortgage lender, Abdel Kwame. Got mortgages. I got a good friend of mine, Ben Treadway, with Social Coach. Ben, I appreciate you jumping on.
Happy to be here, man.
I appreciate that. Hey, listen, just want to take a couple seconds of our time, kind of just going over you and I connected actually with KP, our Chief Lending Officer. Kind of going over just some recommendations and insight. You guys run an awesome organization out there. And I appreciate you jumping on, but how are you kind of seeing the role of social media and the shift of business? Are you noticing a lot more people start using it to their arsenal, or are they still kind of lacking?
I'll say this: if they're not using social media now, it's you're behind the times. Gone are the days that you can throw out flyers and pick up deals all day long. Realtors don't care for it, and certainly consumers don't care for it at all. I use, instead of calling them flyers, I call them fire starters. I just throw them in my fire pit, and when I have want to make s'mores, I just light up the flyers, and it starts a good fire for me, right?
That's
And
hilarious.
so
I love it.
so really, social media is a necessity at this point. You don't have to post every day. You don't have to post 5 times a day. You do need to have an online presence. It needs to be personal and professional
Yeah.
at the same time. Yeah, if you're not doing social media, then you're missing on a massive opportunity to engage with more realtors and consumers.
Yeah, I mean it's you mentioned about the posting. I think that's the part where I'll sometimes work on trying to figure out, are you doing too little? Are you doing too much? What's kind of your insight on there? Because it's impossible to master that algorithm, right?
Yeah.
Where like, am I doing the reels? And then I started seeing now the carousels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, Mine's been like the trial by error, to be honest.
Yeah.
Testing it out and trying to catch the trending audio, right? That's out there before it blows up. What's your insight to some people who are with, whether you're a realtor, loan officer, whatever the case may be, to be successful using that?
Yeah. I mean, Instagram Reels is a good place to start, right? That's kind of where everyone's shifting to this short form content: TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts. We know that the attention span of our buyers, right? Millennials, Gen Z, Gen X, even jumping into baby boomers, like attention span has dropped, right? So if you can't grab the attention of someone within 10 seconds in a short form video, you're not going to grab it at all, right? And they're just scrolling past images, right? A lot of people just I watch my wife scroll through social media, and it's like she sees an image, she double taps it and moves on. She doesn't even know what it is. She's just liking it to help out a friend.
Yeah.
But video is capturing the attention more than anything else. Now, are you doing too much? Are you doing too little? I don't think you can do too much. I mean, top influencers are posting 3-4 times a day.
Yeah.
Do you need to do that? No, 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 no. You definitely don't. Um, to start, post once a week. Post once a week. Do it on the same day, same time, but post once a week, right? Because what these systems are trying to do, they're trying to learn like how you post, your schedule that you're posting. So if one week you post on Monday, the next week you post on Wednesday, then you post on Tuesday, then you post on Friday, it's you're confused in your own content strategy. And that makes the system not be able to grab your content strategy either. So if you're looking to start strong on social media, grab a day, say, hey, Tuesday at 9:30, I'm going to post every Tuesday at 9:30, whatever it is. Now, as you start to grow in different platforms, increasing the amount of content that you post from 1 to 2 is easy, right? If
Sure.
you post once on Tuesday, on Thursday, take a picture as you're walking the dog, or take a quick video when you're playing outside with your kids. Yesterday, we went and bought Razor scooters for my 4-year-old, and we rode
Nice.
around. We rode around the neighborhood, and we took videos riding this Razor scooter around. Kind of back to my days growing up, and he really enjoyed it too.
That's awesome.
But that stuff right there, personal content, is doing miles better than any other piece of content out there.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. So I always, uh, for quite some time, I always used to have a separation of like a personal Instagram and then a professional Instagram. And then I think about, I would say 2 years ago, I essentially eliminated the personal and now just mingle everything so people see that I'm not just the guy who just shoots videos every second and goes to events. They see the personal side with the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love it. So another big thing I always work with a lot of our partners too is utilizing AI, right?
Mhm.
I mean, if you're not on AI, just like you're not on social media, right? You've missed the bus. What are some of the apps or some of the ways that you're recommending some of your clients, if you're brand new, haven't touched AI? What are some of the tools that AI can do to help you, grow and get that presence out there that you're looking for?
Honestly, the first app, I mean, I think everyone knows Chat GPT at this point.
Sure.
Chat
Yeah,
GPT. You look at like Google Bard.
that's what
There's a
I've been
couple of
using
them.
actually. I've been
Yeah,
using Google Bard. I find it to be a little bit more, I don't know, updated or whatever the
it's
case.
updated.
Yeah,
So Chat GPT actually hasn't updated since 2021.
yeah,
Right. So there's some lack of data there in Chat GPT. Now, for the data that they have, it's pretty good.
yeah.
Right. I think Bard, um, if you're just asking like data questions or you're asking for like information, Bard is a great place to go. But for content creators, for loan officers, realtors that want to create content and you don't know what to say, go to one of these AI platforms and say, I'm a loan officer. This is literally one of the one of the prompts that we put out there. I'm a loan officer and I want to record a 45-second video talking about first time home buy or FHA loans, right? And it pops up 10 scripts that you can use. Just simply read the script and it talks about first time home buyers, FHA loans, different options, how to get started on buying. And it's just right there for you. You don't have to think about writing a script. You don't have to do anything other than just put in what you want to talk about. And then AI will write those scripts for you. Just simply grab that script, grab your phone and just record it. And that's a great way to start and use AI to help get your content moving in the right direction.
Got it. Yeah, there's this one app I've been using too called Captions.
Mhm.
And that actually happens to be probably one of my favorite ones because it looks like they're getting a mix of like I just shot a video the other day, um, and I translated it to Spanish,
Mhm.
where it was me talking and then the AI articulated it, and then basically whatever I was saying, it was simultaneously repeating back, except in Spanish,
Oh,
which
nice.
was which like blew people away.
Yeah.
And then the scripting too, that I've been. So what are you kind of seeing the top platforms? Is it still the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn on the professional side? Um, I was never personally a fan too much of Twitter. uh,
Mhm.
I think it's a whole shebang right now. But what I'm usually seeing is Instagram, Facebook, Threads. I think caught the tail end. I don't really stay on top of it as much.
Yeah.
Insta, Facebook, and YouTube have been my go-to three platforms. To
Yeah.
push content out there, or really just solidifying yourself at the same time, right? That you're
Yeah.
somebody who's staying consistent with it. What's your thought process?
I think that each platform has its benefits. I don't think that any of them have their own downfalls, but they have their different benefits, right? Depending on the audience that you're trying to reach, each platform is going to have different benefits for you. A younger audience, if you're really trying to target, say, like first time home buyers or kind of the younger families, still have kids in school kind of thing, like Instagram is a great place to be. Right. I think last time I looked, the average user of Instagram is under the age of 40. Right. The majority of users will say that are under the age of 40. The majority of active Facebook users are over the age of 55. Right. Facebook is still a great place to be because those people still need to buy homes, reverse mortgages, jumbo loans, like all those are going to go really well on Facebook. Plus, you have the benefit of this commentary on your posts. So,
Yeah,
like written content on Facebook does really well, and video content does really well. depending on how you're producing it, right? But if you're looking at engaging with a younger audience, Instagram is the place to be. Um, you know, I feel like Threads was kind of this shot in the dark of trying to create something to fight against X now, right? Twitter. And I don't think that I don't know. I was on it and lost interest very quickly.
Yeah, same.
It didn't feel like it was super beneficial. And everyone that I'm on there now, that I try to check it out once a week, just with my job,
Yeah.
I have to be on top of social media, right? So I check it out once or twice a week, and I feel like the engagement is super low. People that are on there a ton just don't comment, they don't engage, they don't have threads, right? Message threads.
Sure. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think, when I look at the multiple different platforms, I think it was, housing, not Housing Wise, sorry, NAR, National Association of Realtors, reported that LinkedIn engagement on realtors has increased significantly, right?
Oh,
So as a
interesting.
loan officer, if you're looking to find more realtor partners, LinkedIn is probably a good place to go as well. Especially if you're a branch manager and trying to recruit, LinkedIn is the place to be. But Instagram, video content on Instagram is king right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
TikTok and Instagram are fighting against each other. I think Instagram still is getting more engagement. TikTok is obviously great. But if you're looking for like a way to take advantage of all of it, including AI, a little plug for myself, Social Coach, that's what we do. We get you on each platform. We help you utilize AI. We help you custom build content and take the guesswork out of the editing and the production process. And it just keeps you in front of your audience at all times, talking to the right people with custom content.
I love it. No, that's great. I think it's always been, when I think of social media, I'm always thinking the people who are being successful at it are being consistent about it. And it's so funny, right? In 2020, 2021, obviously business is booming. Everybody was doing their just sold, just closed, offers accepted. Now it's like a dead zone, right? But what I am finding very much success with is the consistent education, is the consistent and actually more so shooting it while I'm walking the dog or while I'm in a tank top in my car, which is probably not the safest, driving, shooting a video.
You're at a
Um,
red light. You're at a red light. You're
yeah,
not actually driving.
uh, the back of the car moving is a green screen.
Yeah.
But I'm actually finding more success than the professional green screen. Make it look pretty, put a little bit more time and effort, let's say, to
Yeah.
it, than that. Now shifting a little bit of focus. So if I've got a solid platform and stuff like that, I've been noticing a lot of changes with the like Instagram ads and Facebook ads. Especially Facebook. I think there was a massive change with some of the Facebook ads and stuff like that. If I'm a brand new realtor or a brand new loan officer, is that something that you recommend that I try myself, or is it like kind of worth the money, right? Paying obviously professionals and stuff like that to test it, just because it's so hard to gauge, right? I've always dabbled with it, and then it gets expensive, right? When you're spending 40-50 bucks a day to kind of perfect it. What's kind of your thought process on that? Or do I just stick on doing my videos, paying to ad boost them and getting more exposure to them? What's your thought process from there?
We here at Social Coach, we don't do anything with ads.
Okay.
Facebook ads, Instagram boosts, whatever, we don't deal with them. And the reason being is you can boost your own engagement by simply engaging with other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is the recommendation you gave me, which like
Mm-hmm.
how we met was, hey, dude, you're shooting a bunch of shit. You're putting a lot of stuff out there,
Mm-hmm.
but then people are responding and you're not responding back,
Yeah.
which
Um,
shame on me.
yeah. When I looked at your page and I saw that KP had commented a couple times and you hadn't responded to the chief lending officer, I was like, all right, where there's one place to start. It's free. You
Yeah.
don't have to pay an ad booster to say, thanks for the comment, right? It's like this. If you're in a room with someone, right? And someone comes up to you and says, hey, you look real great right now. Right? Did you lose some weight? And you look at them and then you just like move away,
Walk away.
right? It's like, I asked you a question, like, I want to know, I'm interested. And you just didn't respond at all. You just walked away. That's what it's like on social media, where someone takes the time out of their day to say, hey, you're doing great in the gym, or hey, tell me a little bit about, what you do for work, or even just, hey, I love the post. Okay. In sales, we talk about buying signs. Someone agreeing with you or someone like commenting, this is great. That is a major buying sign. In mortgages, obviously, the buying process is a lot longer. And someone saying, hey, I love the post when you're educating them, it doesn't mean they're going to go get a mortgage tomorrow with you, but it's a great place to just respond to the comment real quick, or send them a DM. Say, hey, I appreciate the engagement on my post. I'm always happy to help. Do you have any questions about mortgages? Right? That is the best way to do it. Now, if you want to boost your ads, if you want to do, boost your posts or do Facebook ads, they do a good job in getting you in front of like new people.
Yeah.
But I find that taking hashtags and actually focusing hashtags a little bit more hyper focused, you can do that as well. Right? Hashtag mortgage is way too broad.
Yeah.
Hashtag homes, hashtag real estate. Let's dive a little bit deeper, right? I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. Hashtag Phoenix real estate gets me in front of people in Phoenix that are also in real estate, right? And so by hyper focusing my hashtags, it's not going to be the same results as like boosting my post, but I can actually get in front of people that are interested in the same hashtags. And what you'll notice is as you start using those hashtags and other people are using those hashtags as well, you start to see when you go on your Discover page or your For You page, or even on like Reels, you start to see that content a little bit more. And so if you're the only loan officer using Phoenix real estate in your area, there's hundreds of thousands of posts of realtors posting with that same hashtag. You're getting in front of that realtor way easier. Plus, you can just scroll through that hashtag and like other people's posts, comment on their posts, and engage with them that way.
Got it. Yeah, I love it. I've been using a little bit of AI too to try to generate the hyper local hashtags where I'll be like, best local hashtags for New Jersey mortgages. And then it'll spit it back, and then I'll customize it, add the Got Mortgages brand, and take it from there. And last thing in regards to branding. So if I'm kind of brand new and thinking about getting my brand, I was actually playing around yesterday with this one website. I think it was 10.w 10.web AI or something like that. I gotta find it. What would be your recommendations where if you're looking to start a brand, what's the first step for a loan officer or a realtor to do, and then taking that and then posting it on social media? What would you recommend?
There's not much variation with the products that every company posts and every company has, right?
I say
Your
that
rates
all the
are
time.
going to be just as competitive as everyone else's, right? Unless they're throwing some random promotion out there, everyone lives and dies by the same rate, right?
Sure.
FHA loans are not special based on the company, right? They're all regulated, right? So it's not like I can go to one dealership for a car and say, hey, you're selling this car for $30,000. This other dealership is doing it for 25. I'm just going to go over there. It doesn't work that way in mortgages. So what makes you different? Your products don't separate you. What makes you different is important. And so when I talk to loan officers just starting off, I say, hey, what do you do? What's your business all about? Oh, I'm quick to respond, and I'm this and that. I'm like, great, everyone is, right? Okay,
Yeah.
what more about you is interesting? For you, Abdul, I know you like to go to the gym. I saw it on your Instagram. Becoming like, that's probably a big part of you. You also have some kids, right? What else makes you different, right? And how can you connect with people on a more personal level? I look at some of the lenders that we work with. One of them is like the corgi lender. She has a corgi, the dog, right?
Mm,
And it's like a cult following, right?
yeah.
People with corgis love other people with corgis. And so her branding before was, I'm a great loan officer. And the moment we looked at it and we said, hey, you also have a corgi. Everyone loves corgis, right? And she started putting her corgi on her post, and she changed her thing, and she joined like corgi groups, and like she's just like went all in on the corgi lender, right?
Yeah, I love
And
it.
now a lot of her clients are people that also have corgis. Now, what makes that different? She can relate to them on the corgi side of things, not the home buying side of things. Because the home buying side of things is not an everyday thing for people. They do it once every 5-6 years. My realtor that I worked with, we connected on everything except for buying homes. We connected because he likes music, I like music. He hunts, I hunt. He goes to the gym, I go to the gym. Big baseball fan, big baseball fan. He just wanted to help me buy a home too, which was just another positive.
That is
And
perfect.
now we're really good friends. Our wives are good friends. They connected on like Disneyland and stuff like that. And then I look at my my loan officer, the one I've used for 2 homes now. So repeat business is college football. Big college football guy. He's an Arizona Wildcats fan. Sorry about him, but I'm a BYU fan, right?
Yeah.
And we would talk, and we played BYU versus Arizona played 2 years ago, and he sent me a message right before the game. I was in the process of buying the home. He sends me a message. He goes, "Hey, good luck to you. I hope you lose." Right. And I texted right back. I said, "Hey, same to you. I'll talk to you on Monday." Right. And we talked on Monday, and we didn't even talk about my mortgage. We talked
Go for
about
the
the
game.
football game.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later, I jumped back on the phone with him, had a couple questions. But I was a repeat customer with my realtor and with my loan officer, both because we connected on other things other than buying a home. And
Yeah,
so,
I think you hit it. You hit the right chord. It's. I tell this to colleagues all the time when you're building the rapport with the client. Nobody wants to talk numbers too many times, right? Nobody wants to talk about the rate, their cash to close, their monthly payment, or again, they want to talk about what they're looking for. But I
yeah,
think it's more of that personal touch. You got kids, school systems,
yeah.
neighborhoods, relationships, things on that nature. So
I
so
think
totally
it's
totally
deeper
agree.
though, right? Because everyone has kids, right? Everyone is worried about schools. So when you're really trying to like build a brand for yourself, right? Dive. What's even more like, what's a hobby of yours? Are you a pickleball fan? Do you like pickleball? Well, let's start trying to find people that also like pickleball. Because
Got
if I can pick up the phone and say, hey, kind of a random question, but I need a second person to play pickleball. Do you want to come on Tuesday night? Right. And now you're building more of a friendship than just like a business relationship. Is that going to work for everyone? No. But if you want to be successful, like those are things that you can rely on. What makes you you, not what makes you a loan officer.
Got it. I love it. Well, I appreciate the insight as always. Where can someone contact you if they wanted to get in touch?
Yeah, check me out on LinkedIn. I'm sure there's other Ben Treadways, but just look up social coach. I actually run a video webinar kind of thing as well called Quick Hits, where we talk to marketing specialists about social media. You can also find me on Instagram at btread12, where I drop some videos, personal stuff. Just we have the mixture of both tips and tricks on social media, and post about my son going to school for the first day today. So
Got it. Oh,
um,
nice.
yeah,
Cool.
so
Well, good stuff, man. I appreciate you jumping on. Look forward to having you in the future.
absolutely.
Thanks, man.